ora. My name is Sibylla, Aroha Consciousness, and today I would like to show you the full body breath. It's a Yin Tao exercise, a breathing exercise to stimulate the full capacity of your lungs, meaning drawing in more qi and more oxygen into the lungs and consequently into the whole body. So there are several stages, and I'd just like to show you the different stages before we start. So we're starting in the lower dantian and covering the navel with both palms. Then we move down to below the navel. Then we move up above the navel. Then we move with crossed arms to the lower part of the rib cage. Then we move up to the upper part of the rib cage. Then we move up just under the collarbones to the top here on the sternum and also right up to the tip of the lungs. Then we cover the throat, then the temples, and at last the top of the head. So engaging here with the different areas in the lower dantian, the different areas in the middle dantian, and the different areas in the upper dantian. The three elixir fields, the energy vortexes, where we can move energy and harmonize the qi in the whole body. So let's start with the breathing exercise. So we breathe in through the nose. We're counting roughly on each breath on the inhale to 3 or 4, depending on how acquainted you are with extended breathing. So you decide that. And a little more counts on the exhale. So if you do 3 on the inhale, do 5 to 6 on the exhale, and so forth. The exhale we will do with an open mouth, and we're pursing the lips like blowing out a candle. We're blowing out a candle and lengthening the out-breath. It's much easier in that way to empty your lungs fully and to really sort of squeeze out any last bit of qi out from your lungs, and the breathing becomes more easily accessible and deeper. So so I can really feel like the pulsing in the different areas. It's like a sphere is inflating with the inhale and it's pulsing back. It's like a release and open and a squeeze and deflate motion in all these areas. But it's not a forced, it shouldn't feel uncomfortable or painful, but feel the joy of challenging your breath a little bit. So you feel still like, ooh, yeah, I can do this. It's unusual. I've never breathed below my navel. I don't even know if I can breathe. So your hands will be a guide as well. So you're always focusing your mind down, or wherever the hands are, into this area. So let's start. You can sit with me and watch and do it. You can also lie down, which is very nice yin practice. Very relaxing because you're not having to sit up and hold any of your muscles. You can just let yourself kind of melt and feel the support of the earth as you do your breathing. So here we start palm over navel. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, Feel the navel area expand towards your hands. Exhale, squeeze the navel towards the spine. Expand the breath to your hands. And deflating the sphere behind your navel. And just set your mind down there. And let your hands sink down, open them up, so we're just covering the area below the navel. So your middle finger touching, and just feel that whole area there with your hands smiling down. Connect with your palms, let the breath flow there. 3 counts on the inhale, 4, 5 on the exhale. Let the hands guide the breath. Beautiful. Now you bring your hands slightly above the navel, but still under the ribs. If you're sitting, just really relax your shoulders. Don't pull them up like that. So fingertips touching in the middle by the solar plexus and stomach area. So here we are really also covering parts of the large intestine that is attached onto the diaphragm under the lower ribs. So it's also really about activating the diaphragm here and giving some energy to your intestines. So on the inhale, feel the breath moving into this area. Exhale, blow out the candle and release. Empty the lungs, empty the lungs. You can squeeze a little with your hands to help. Just relax the abdomen. You can do a breath in between and then start all over again. We're just doing like 3 breaths in each area. Just feel the expanding sensation in that area. And squeeze, release. Let go. Exhale. Next stage, lower part of the rib cage. Lower part of the rib cage. The fingertips, you can grasp your ribs a little, like we have this space in between the ribs, so you might want to just put your little claws in there gently, just to feel the support. It's about supporting the breath into this area. So expand the breath into both sides and release. A little pause after the exhale, or 1 breath in between. Just only expand into where you feel where the hands are. This is the lower area in your middle dantian. Here you're actually covering the lower lobes of the lungs. See if you can breathe equally into both sides. And release. Let the diaphragm drop. The next one is a little bit higher up, so almost under the armpit here. And with your other hand, just as best as you can and as comfortable as you can. It's like you're hugging yourself. And then your fingertips, they can grasp a little bit into the points here. There's also a heart point here on both sides. So you're also engaging with your heart energy, the heart and the lungs. So still here, middle dantian, and the middle lobe, middle part of your lungs. And inhale, expand to both sides. Exhale, release, and drop the ribs, drop the diaphragm, relax on the out-breath. Feel the chi moving into both sides, into the ribs here, expanding also into the sides and possibly back of the lungs. With the blowing out of the candle breath, you let the ribs sink and relax the abdomen at the end. Take a breath in between if you have to. No rush. Take your time. Now, next part, still in the middle dantian area. So this is the tip of the lung area. Also the top of the sternum and your thymus gland. Yeah, so when you breathe all the way up into this area, you stimulate the thymus gland as well as opening up the whole volume of your lungs. So bring the hands right covering the top of the sternum, underneath the collarbone, relax the shoulders. 3, 4, 5 counts on the inhale, expand into your hands. Release on your exhale. Really feel the chest sinking down. You can push a little bit with your hands to really encourage the ribs to soften there. And let go. Relax the abdomen. And one more time. 3, 4, 5 counts, inhaling. 5, 6, 7 counts on the exhale. And a nice breath in between, feeling the body energizing. So the next part is sort of like the in-between, so like we're coming up through the throat and into the upper dantian area. Don't squish your throat, just kind of hold it slightly. And now it's more like an intentional breathing rather than you're actually breathing into your throat, which is unlikely. But just feel the breath moving and expanding the throat and the neck, and then release with the blowing the candle. Releasing the tension in the throat. Open, expand into the hands. Release and feel a free flowing energy as you breathe out. Clearing the throat. Nice. Give your throat a little stroke. Next one, palm over the temples. So it's almost, some people can touch the middle finger on the top of the head, but some people can't. So it's like your palms are covering the left and the right side of the brain. So you can just hold your breath gently. And once again, it's an intentional breathing into the brain. Expand the brain. Inhaling and slightly squeeze on the exhale, like a pulsing. Create a pulsing of the brain through the breath. go, release. And one more time. Expanding the brain until your inner universe opens up. And squeeze. Deflating. And let go. Feel the area widening. Top of the head. Breathing in. Now you're connecting here to the Baihui, the top of the head, the energetic portal to the heavenly chi. And you're breathing also down into your central nervous system, into your master glands inside your head. Expanding those glands and opening up into the heaven through the portal. And release out. Just flushing the chi through the brain. It's very calming to breathe into the upper dantian. And bring your hands all the way down again. Now just enjoy. Let their hands like flap onto your lap, or if you're lying down next to you. And just notice how relaxed you feel. Feel your lower, your middle and your upper dantian. They're almost like connecting with one another now. Connecting more, are more aligned, more flowing with each other. Smile into your brain, smile into your chest, smile into your abdomen. Really enjoy the sensation of more spaciousness in these areas. There's more space for chi to flow, for energy to move through the body, energizing all the cells in your body. Now you can really let yourself lie there or sit there for a few more minutes and just enjoy the feeling. I will say kakite now, and yeah, please take time after a deep breathing meditation like this. Thank you. Kakite. See you next time.